Alright, now we're on Solo Battle Royale Original, which this is not actually the original, but it's as close to the original Chapter 2 as we can get. So, over here, this is when they were in the middle of their fight. So, shortly after they spawned in. Oh, this was Packed Park at the time. Hated this location. This was the only building that was used. I built by hand, and it's terrible. Yeah, no, I'm glad this location's gone. Okay, up here, this isn't a bad location, but the problem is now we build stuff by hand, so this could be considered a bad location. But yeah. Here we saw the big mountain, mysterious mountain. There's nothing to it apart from the cave down here and the OP llama. And then the volcano. I think it'd be cool to add this guy at some point. Because he just, this is a pretty good monster, but it's just never been used. Look at that. He's just never been on the map. He's just been dead there and he's never moved. Be cool to add him at some point. This was the volcano in its former prime. But yeah, this map, I'll see. I'll ask Brayden what we should do with it. Okay, now we got Solo Battle Royale. I think it's 2.1. 2.10. So I think what we're doing here is, or my idea to do, but I never went through with, was to make 48 seasons go by I think it's 10 updates this season, or at least they did at the time. So my idea was to do that, and I would do 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. But that took up so much island, so I just stopped the idea. But this is the only remaining version of it. So we have Mysterious Mineshaft. We have Halberd Headquarters. I don't think. Yeah, again, there's no Meta Knight boss fight anymore. That version of the map is completely gone, which sucks because actually that was a fun boss fight. I think, yeah, Wild Winds got upgrade. Mothman, Rockman died. Mid Island's terrible. This is when you add this place. Lighthouse. This place is horrible. Hate it like that. Yeah, again, I think I'm gonna ask what to do with this and we'll kind of just decide. But I think I'd be fine with deleting this version. Alright, now this is the cube takeover event. I feel like most of these won't work. I think I actually tried this before the whole convert thing and it didn't work anymore. So basically you gotta run over here, and then I'm pretty sure, yep, the delirium's there waiting for you. You can't go in there yet. But you click him, he tells you something, I even read it, then he just tells you to get out. I think you gotta, slide down here into the rift. Yeah, no, it doesn't work anymore. I remember it didn't, but Rachel teleports you. I think it was somewhere in the sky over there. And you have 30 seconds before it the mountain explodes. You're like flying. Oh yeah, right up there. You can see the rift. This next map, this is the first end event, which took us from chapter 1 to chapter 2. So the last time I played it, it worked, but since I converted the map, I'm kind of scared that if it doesn't work, because this map is like a key point to the story, so. So I remember respawning here. The island's destabilizing if we don't stop it now. Could is that butterfly? No crack in space-time continuum. I should take a closer look. And that is when the rift appears. And then you go through, and then it says to be continued. Okay, so it does work. It's just a terrible event. But I'm gonna keep it because it shows how we got to chapter 2 and so on. And the cube has been just a big part of the story in general. But yeah, this was in the chapter 1 map, the prison, and then the cube was there, and then I think the mini cubes, they're all like taking over it, and now this is what happened to the prison. And it's exploding, so yeah. That's this small event, but very meaningful. Okay, so now we're on chapter 3, season 5. This is, okay, yep, Ray City. So I liked it. Nothing different about that. Why the bones like weird color? Or it might be these ones. It is these ones. They're like black on the map. It's weird. But in this one, this was pretty cool. The volcano here. So this one, it's next to Fortified Faction. And it had a little lava river up here. Actually have a pretty interesting thing about this map that we'll get to in a minute. I like this little area. This was cool. We used these trees at the time. I don't know why, but that was a good choice. Otherwise, they would have been broken now. So, and then here, if you land at this location outside, there's those trees, and then you can like sprint jump. And yes, oh wait, I gotta turn the lava surface back on for this. There we go. But yeah, the trees, they broke the road, so you can know this is when you can no longer like drive on them, but look pretty cool. I would still, if I went back, I would keep the road, but too late now. I mean, I could technically just put it back, but too, like, I don't know, it's whatever. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, so this, you can go into the volcano, there's like this area. You gotta like jump over to those, or like build over. And then in the middle, you could fly up and out. And there's like this little area, so if you go too high, you'll fly. And then there's a giant throne. And I'm pretty sure to the left, yes, to the left here, there's a little area. You can go down here, it's a long tunnel, crowded as well. And then there's a fire breath, dragon's breath sniper. The only one on the map. And here, I actually know why that's even there. Forgot to get rid of that, but now it's gone. So, what's happened over here? Pirate's Pit is normal still. Happy Homes, normal. Albert Headquarters, the 0 point. Was it not out yet? I don't think it was out yet. And if it is, then yeah, I don't know. Maybe it went back in the vault. But see, for this map, you can notice that a lot of the like the water isn't as far as part. So I was like, you know what? There's so much water space on the map. So what we did is we added these things down here. So it was closer to each part of the island. And there's a way to go like up and down. Because if you're in the water down here, there are only certain spots to get up easily. But we extended a lot. We have this little beach area. That's close to that. Yeah. So this map had a lot less water, and we added this little area. It's like a mix of both biomes, just a little area to like sit at or whatever. So yeah, that's the thing we did with this island that we didn't with other ones. Now, next one, and yes, I'm gonna keep this one. Also, is there anything unique down here? Oh, that leads there. Dangerous. Dig. Yeah, no, nothing there yet. Now we have Chapter 3, Season 4. Cube. Yeah, no. Hate this location so much. That. With the proper sky. This was same season as the Four Nightmares one. Yeah. It's the same season, just not Four Nightmares version. So, I think if anything, I would probably, again, talk to Brayden, but I think what I could do is delete the Four Nightmares version. Because there's no Sky Zone or Sky Dome for this. Like, not the whole map. There's one for this location specifically, but what I could do is fix that one. Or, actually, no. I think what would make more sense is to get rid of this version, fix the Four Nightmares one with the Sky Domes, the sequencers, but before they were Sky Domes, but fix the day-night sequence thingy, and then make get rid of these, obviously, change them to the other ones. Doesn't have to be the same pattern at all, but yeah, change them and then make a copy for the Four Nightmares version, and then just or no, for the normal version, and then just delete the day sequence thing that's out here, and then keep the one that was in here, and then that'd just be like a quick fix. But and I'll see. But next map. Now this is Chapter 3. I think yes, the very start. First season. Everything's pretty much the same, except this is Monstrous Mountains, a pirate's pit. It's when Mossman was frozen in there and in front of the bomb monster. Which I explained why when we went over this map. This was just a little place here. We didn't know what to put there. Creepy castle. I don't think there was anything up here right at this moment. I think we might have added the blade a little later, but I'm not 100% sure. Where's the table room? So I want to see. Let's see if we added it. Thought that was like right out front. I guess not. I actually don't even know where the table room actually is. Whatever. And then it had this little area down here where it was like a little teaser for a monster here that people were battling and failed. It's a bell monster that came out during one of the events, the robot one. Now this, ew, that's when the cabin was facing this way. Wait. Oh no, it's a different type of cabin and it got changed when raiding out here. Yeah, I didn't even remember it was like that. This was Twisted Towers. Then we had, yeah, oh, that's pretty much the same. This, yeah, see, you can tell like it's not as extended, like it's not as close. This was Zombie Zone. Now first I was actually gonna make this the loading cube island that costed way too much storage. And then down here wasn't meant to be ice, it was actually we do a whole storyline with like slurp stuff. And it was like flowing into the water, but that also for some reason costed a lot of storage. So yeah, when you came up here, they were just zombies that gave a bunch of good loot when you killed them. This was the original Starlight Pit. Rockman was dead here, but Pete was normal. We got the aliens. And then down here, Dangerous Dig, when the giant monster is still in there. And then the stupid mineshaft. And then also Zombie Zone had this little entrance down here. I forgot what the vending machine gave you, but I think it was something pretty good. It's just a little compact area down here. Rift, Jug Trap. Can't remember those. There's one more somewhere. Did I put it up here maybe? I know I gave every location 2 vending machines, so where was that second one? And then there's Alien Authority, when the aliens were first on the map. I actually have no idea where they are. Why is it empty? Well, maybe this is like after they moved somewhere. Oh yes, they did, right. They had a standoff with the organization. So yeah, very odd defenses, but yeah, they just didn't have any, but yeah, we're gonna keep this map. I don't know, maybe decide after, but I think it's a decent map, so we'll see. Now this is the Spooky Carnival map, which it's not actually a spooky carnival. Well, it is, but like the whole point of the map, the main focus, is actually the houses. So the story behind this is years and years ago, or I think it might have actually been around the time Creative was made, because it was in season 7. And then I don't know why, but Ray and I built like a lot of random cool maps. Well, they suck now, but like for the time they were pretty cool. But there's this one where we built like a giant wall using, or like not wall, giant box using wood walls. And in that we had like a town, but it was, I think it was. I know there's this house, and blue house. I think this one might have been in the middle, and then this house would have been on the. This house was on the right, and then blue house was on the very left. Or this one might have been on one of the sides, but this one was Braden's. I think this might be on the right actually, and mine was in the middle, and Jordan's was on the left. But we made houses for Halloween with cool Halloween designs. And that map, I have no idea what happened to it. I think we deleted it without realizing. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. Or it might have gotten destroyed. I don't remember. But I think it got destroyed, and then we tried to rebuild it, but it wasn't it didn't go the same, So, yeah. So it was just a giant wood box. It was kind of dark and scary because it's Halloween, cool houses, and then in one of the corners in the woods we had bears and one was getting sacrificed. He was burning with a bucket on his head. So we recreated that. Again, Skydome, it's meant to be dark, but it doesn't work, so fix that at some point. But yeah, we kind of recreated it, but it's just Braden and I. There was a house here at some point, but we got rid of it because nothing was being done with it. So, that's just these two houses, and we got creepy music, different designs compared to the very first one, which I missed the first one, but yeah. Braden's, I'm not going to show it because I did show it at some point. This is meant to be a countdown to Halloween, but when I fix the Skydome or the day sequence device, I'm going to change this one to the next one. Spooky carnival sign. There's some mini games, like a mini corn maze. Then there's, you have to go through there, and then when you step on here, it closes behind you. This is a little dress-up shop. So you can just put on your skins, your Halloween skins. These guys say different things. Come over here, there's a blaster game. You have it's kind of like laser tag in a way. So you press a button which starts the game over here, and then one ends the game. But when you start, you have 10 seconds to find a place to hide or attack from, I don't know. And then you get your weapons, and you have to be the last one standing, and once everyone is eliminated, you press the endgame button, and this unlocks, because there's a barrier here, so when you start, you can't go back out. But when you end the game, this opens, and then barrier gets removed. On this side, you have a bow game. You have to hit all the targets. Here you can practice, and most carnival games are rigged. So this is rigged. There's a barrier here, so you can't actually hit it. This one, you have to eliminate all the zombie targets. And over here, there's a little candy shop. And then you come over here, there's one where you need the disc thingy. The toy from, I think, season 5, and then there's one from season 9, Flying Death. Yeah, throw it through each of these. And again, carnival games rigged. So I think there might, at one point there was actually no, this one wasn't rigged, it was just different sizes, and this one was the hardest one to get, but it was possible. But you can also try it with like the soccer ball and stuff. I don't know how well those work. Let me see. Oh, fresh shot. Yeah. And you have like basketball and stuff, but not everyone has it, so. Yeah, that's this map. This one's definitely saying at some point I'll fix the thing, the countdown. I'll find a way to make the sequence device better. But actually right now it does look pretty cool with like the light shining through and like, the rest of the forest is dark. That looks pretty nice. But it would be nice for it to change to nighttime as well. I think there's also wolves in here, or at least there used to be. I don't know about that anymore. I think they're like damaging the map. And then I also wanted to add Slenderman, but he looked ugly, so I think I deleted it. We can go check quick. If he was here, it would have been somewhere around here. Yeah, no, I think I deleted it. That might have been on a different map. Because we created something like this multiple times. There's one where instead of... Oh, you know what? It was on this map. Instead of this, it was like a barn. It was a barn here and then a corn maze, but we got rid of it because it felt too empty. So, but then at that time, we also got rid of Slenderman. And you can see like here it's nighttime, but like it's still pretty bright out because of the day sequence device. It's not fully changed, so way too bright for a spooky map. So at some point, I'm gonna fix that. Now here you can just like walk up to the mountain. There's like views and a little... Where is it? Oh, I might have removed that too, but I had a little pond up here. Or like a... Yeah, not pond, but just a little water area, but I think I got rid of that too. Yeah, keeping this map, and I'll fix that at some point.